What's up, guys?
Welcome back to another season of Whiskey and Water. Season 5, baby.
Boop, 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 boop. How long are we gonna be like? Are we gonna be out here like season 78? Like, how long are we gonna be naming our seasons at some point?
It's so interesting to think that
like we'll get
are we
to
gonna
that.
Are we gonna not do this one day?
Oh my god, I don't know. You know what I think's gonna happen? Hey guys, what's up? Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend.
Hope you missed us last week.
I think what's gonna happen is that Whiskey and Water might eventually one day evolve into something else.
Yeah.
Like still the brand, but maybe not the pod, because we might not want to be 40 and still podcasting.
No, but
kids.
There's like old people who podcast.
Yeah, but have they been doing it for 25 years?
Oh my god, yes. Podcasting has been around for it's only just now becoming a popular
Pat
thing.
Flynn, Smart Passive Income, has been doing this for like a decade.
Yeah.
But then you just have like 2,000 episodes. I mean, Joe Rogan has like 3,000 episodes.
No, for sure.
Guys, fuck it. We'll be here till we're in our retirement homes.
Sometimes Olivia talks about like moving outside of South Florida, and I'm like,
I talk about it often.
Where are we going?
I have been talking about it more often.
Yeah.
I've been feeling a whisper.
It gives me anxiety.
We'll talk about it. Okay, guys, what's up? Happy Monday. Welcome back to season 5 of Whiskey and Water. Thank you for joining us.
We are back at it again.
Back at it, a motherfucking again. We have a great episode with our girl Star, aka Baby Momma Fit.
If you don't know, now you know.
She's a 305 legend. She's built her brand off of her booty building classes. She's a fitness instructor / coach /
twerk queen
badass of a woman. And although she's all the way in London, we got her on a Zoom call and we just had a really good conversation about fitness and what brought her to her passion in fitness and how she kind of dealt with her addiction issues or alcohol abuse issues, I would say. And yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, and we just talk about really just being unapologetically yourself.
Authentic.
And, this is something that you guys know we talk about all the time and genuinely believe in. And I think almost everyone we have on the podcast, like, truly embodies who they are, which is really important to us.
Yeah, and she's like, if you don't end up watching the YouTube version, she's like yadded up, her neck is tatted, her knuckles are tatted.
Yeah, no, she's just a badass
She's a badass bitch. She's like, pretty sure she shaved her head at one point. Like, she's very unapologetically herself, and yeah, it's a good one.
Love that for her.
But before then, we have some new season things.
Before we get into that, let's talk about, you guys already know.
What?
It's been happening.
What?
We thrive off of it.
What?
Celsius.
Okay, guys, let's take a moment and thank our sponsor for this week's episode and every week's episode.
Couldn't do it without him.
Really couldn't. Guys, honestly, the sad truth is that I have run out of Celsius because Tyler and I drink them every day.
Yeah, I got here and I was like, sad. Okay, so little
backstory.
Yeah, we're actually filming at Olivia's place.
Yes.
I stay stacked with it because I let Danny have one flavor and then keep everything else to myself.
And then she has the rest in a fucking padlock, fire protected. No one's getting in.
Don't touch my Celsius. So I always have it when we're shooting at my place, but this is the first time we're ever shooting at Olivia's. Yeah. And I fucking show up and I'm like, hey, give me Celsius. She's looking around. She's like,
no can do, brother.
No can do. I was fuming.
Yeah,
to say the least.
Between the two of us, me and Tyler, we clear them out. But anyways, that just shows how much we love them and how addicted we are. But go ahead and let the people know why we love it.
No aspartame, no... Did I say that right? Aspartame? Oh, I think it's aspartame. God damn it. God damn it. No high fructose corn syrup. It is clean energy. It boosts your metabolism. It has 7 essential vitamins and minerals. And you just love to see it. Not to mention, I don't think we talk about the taste enough.
Yeah, you're right. The taste is...
Chef's kiss. I know we always are just giving the highlights. But this shit is actually so good.
Think about all I can say is I'm a person who only drinks water and maybe the occasional green tea. And that's it.
Yeah. And because she hates feeling like she's drinking battery acid or something like that.
I'm not here for the sweet drinks and the fizzle. I'm just, it's not my vibe. So I love Celsius though. So I think that just speaks volumes.
It tastes great. You love to see it. They also have They have carbonated and uncarbonated.
Yes.
So they have like,
that's a great point.
They have like green tea flavors, and then they have you know, some that are carbonated, like Fuji apple pear and then peach vibe. Like those are my 2 favorites. I also love the watermelon one.
They have so many flavors.
I think that was the first one I tried that you. Oh no, maybe that
you
was
tried peach vibe first.
Yeah. I need more peach vibe. I think it was like a limited edition one, but that stuff was so good.
Guys, link in description. You already know the deal. All right. Moving on, we have a nice little roll call of things. Ketchup.
It's been, you know, the week hiatus. We have a lot to catch up on.
Wait, but before we get into our ketchup squirt, we have a new segment for you guys. We have a few new segments.
Yes.
The first one is going to be called Moment of Gratitude.
A little bit more insightful than our other tea time game, but you know, it's a balance. Whiskey and water.
Guys.
We like to be a little bit insightful and a little bit nasty.
You know what you're showing up for. So basically, moment of gratitude, just one thing that we are grateful for that day. I think this is just like such a good, simple reminder to remind ourselves and you guys that there is something to be grateful in every moment and every day. So today, I'm grateful for my dog, Ellie, and her presence in my life.
Aw, that's so cute.
Which I know is basic, but like I truly every day am like, thank God for you. And like, thank God the timing of her coming in.
Yeah,
right before quarantine. I mean, she's my buddy.
We were literally just cuddling her on the couch, and I was like, I can't believe you didn't have a dog in here before.
It's
like, what were you doing? Just sitting here alone?
She literally adds so much joy to
and
my
value
life.
In your life.
Like, I'm like stressed out. I have anxiety. I'm like, Ellie, like kiss, hug, love,
cuddle,
and I feel better. It's crazy. I'm
Baby,
looking at her now.
Don't know ABC.
Don't know anything. Just knows love.
Be cute.
Be cute. God,
she's so sweet.
I love her. Okay, what's your moment of gratitude?
Today, I am grateful for Casa and the Casa experience. And it's really taught me just a lot of patience, and that good things take time.
Yeah, totally.
And it's going well, but at the same time, I think I'm always just used to like the instant gratification and things just like popping off immediately. And although it's great, like you've had
enough things happen, like enough things have sold where you're getting those moments of like validation. It's just enough, but maybe not as much as we're used to.
100%. And it's just really nice. Like today I drove up to fucking West Palm to
this girl
get this
is
piece.
Putting miles on her car.
Well,
and
Tyler's car, because it was Tyler's truck.
He doesn't know that.
I was
like, should I tell him? And I was like, no need. If something happens, I'll tell him. Until then, no need.
I filled up his tank. You can tell him that. That's all he needs to know.
Almost with diesel, but it's
oh my god, no, I didn't.
It's fine.
Regardless, I'm just really grateful for that, because it's just allowed me to kind of be like more present. I've been able to meet like such nice people. And even on my like second pickup, the girl never showed, even though I drove like so far out of the way, and I wasn't even like
impressed.
I wasn't even impressed.
Like, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Shit happens.
Not gonna be the last time someone
fucks me.
Bails on you.
Yeah, and so I'm just like grateful for that. I'm grateful for those experiences. I'm grateful for having this creative outlet. And so that's what I'm grateful for today. Guys, go check it out, the Casa experience.
Yeah,
shameless plug.
A great quote that I heard that kind of relates to that is, and something that really resonated with me, which I told you about before, is direction is more important than speed.
Yes.
And I love that so much. It's so simple but profound. Like it really is, because it just like resonates for us so much too with these ventures. Like even my YouTube, I have like 200 subscribers. I'm like, oh, let's go. I'm getting like 100 views. I'm like, yeah. But it's like direction is more important than speed.
And it's also very humbling, because you're celebrating having 200 followers. I celebrate every time I make a sale. Like I genuinely am so excited, and it's nice to celebrate these little milestones.
Yeah, they're little wins, and they do count, because they add up. They count for something.
Ooh, oh my god, thunder.
It's storming.
Guess I'm sleeping over.
All right, before we get into our episode, we're gonna do a little bit ketchup squirt.
I am right beside you, and I don't even know what you just said.
What?
She goes, yeah, I don't know. Squirt. Like, okay. I mean, regardless, you guys know what squirt means by this time.
It means it's time for some ketchup.
That's what it means.
And mustard.
I was gonna say that.
Honestly, we should just, instead of whiskey and water, ketchup and mustard.
Oh my god. That's funny as fuck.
Okay.
I refuse to be mustard.
Well, I'm sure as fuck not being mustard, so we're gonna have to like fight for that one. I'll be spicy mustard.
Okay.
I'll be Dijon.
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 Ooh, she fancy. She French.
Okay, anyways, so what's been happening in our lives this past week? Last week? When did I get back? Yeah, last week I went to Alabama. I booked a commercial.
Alabama, where they fuck their cousins.
I had, previous to going on my trip, I had no idea what the hell was in Birmingham, Alabama, but I went and it was cute. Like
she got booked for a shoot. Yeah, that's the only reason why.
I was there for a commercial.
She wasn't sightseeing in Birmingham.
Yeah, no. It was a commercial for this medical scrub company. Apparently they've been around forever.
It's not Figs.
It's not Figs, but their biggest it's Figs' competitor.
Yeah.
And the commercial's fucking hilarious. I can't wait for it to come out. I'm strutting through these mannequins to Beyonce with my hair blowing in the wind in medical scrubs. It's just a really great moment, probably a highlight of my life. But Birmingham was fun. The people were super sweet, and it was kind of nice. I love traveling by myself, like wherever it is. I just enjoy my own company sometimes. So it was a fun
and you
little
told me that
adventure.
you had this like really nice experience in a bookstore. And
oh yeah, it was, because I was like, if I have time, I would like to try to see what's in Birmingham.
Yeah,
so I
see
just,
what's good. See
I,
what's up.
I walked around and I went into a bookstore, killed some time there, took pictures of a bunch of books that I added to my list that look so fucking awesome.
I have some. Actually, we should do like book recommendations.
Yeah.
That'd be a good little
we should
thing.
make it a segment.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Because I just I'm subscribed to this random girl's emails, and she just put like 3 recommendations, and I ordered them all because they sounded
nice,
so good.
So yeah, there's a section in the bookstore that was like our staff picks, and then everyone, like, by each book there was a card of like what the book was about and why they loved it. It was so cute. I know, it was so cute. I loved it, and I ended up taking pictures of a lot of those books.
Yeah,
books are just something you want to get referred to. You don't want to waste your time or your money,
because there's just so many books out there that you really can't just like go you can go pick one up, but the odds of it, anyone can really write a book.
Yeah, truly. But yeah, that's a great idea. I'm down for that segment. We'll incorporate it for the next episode. So yeah, Alabama was fun. Commercial went well. It was my first commercial where the director was directing remotely. He was directing from an iPad. How crazy.
Like, where was he?
Attached to the camera rig. Oh.
What?
He was not attached to the camera rig. He was in a different state. I don't know where, but him on the iPad was attached to the camera rig.
That's so interesting.
How interesting. I was like, oh, okay. Because I did the casting and the callback virtually, and then I got there and they're like, yeah, we're trying to keep the set down, so the director is directing virtually, like only completely essential people are here. And I'm like, isn't the director completely essential?
Yeah.
It was weird. It was fine, but
that's shooting in COVID.
Dude, shooting commercials in 2020, wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
This past week, I had my little sister come and stay with me for a weekend because we had a long weekend because it was Yom Kippur.
Oh, so she didn't have school on Monday?
Yeah, so she came up and stayed the weekend with me. I took her to a little house party with my friend's birthday. It was fun.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, but so we ended up ordering an Uber to get there because I didn't want to potentially drive, and she's old enough to drive, but I didn't
Yeah, why? If you can avoid, why not?
Yeah, so we ordered an Uber. And
you're gonna sneak her some little alcohol.
Yeah, you never know. I was gonna let her if she wanted.
Off record.
But so we ordered an Uber, and we get in the Uber, and I think I had said something to the guy when I had got in, and I was like, oh, thank you, how are you tonight? And he did not respond. And I was
okay.
And I had made sure it was his car. And I'm looking at his phone, which is on the windshield.
Yeah.
And it says Jessica. So it's it's for sure I'm like, okay, weird. And I literally said, I'm talking about, I was like, okay, I'll just go fuck myself.
Yeah.
I said it.
Yeah.
And at this point, I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. And then before we had even gotten in the Uber, I ordered an Uber Comfort, which is a new thing.
Yeah,
and
I saw.
Yeah, so I ordered a Comfort, which you can change the temperature. You can request your temperature.
Cool,
you can request.
I saw that.
So I requested keeping it warm, and it was freezing in the car. So I'm like, hi, I'm so sorry. Would you mind turning the temperature a little bit warmer? He does not respond.
Maybe he didn't speak English.
I said, permiso, tiene frío.
Right.
I'm cold.
Yeah.
Tiene frío. Like, I'm saying
He's
it
not responding
as
to
much as I
anything?
can, you know?
Uh-huh.
Does not acknowledge me.
Oh my god. That's like Twilight Zone shit.
I had a heart attack. I'm
Not to mention, I think we both are really, like, not paranoid, but just super, you know,
aware.
You always hear stories about people getting to Ubers and all this
mean-
shit. I mean, I know every time we're in an Uber, we're watching the map and making sure that we're going to our location.
I like pulled up my map.
Oh my
I
God.
sent my location. Like, I shared my trip with Danny, my roommate.
Meanwhile, she has her little sister in the car, so I can only imagine the freaking heart attack you're having.
And honestly, if I'd been alone, I would have been like fine, you know?
She would have been like, it's okay.
Like, I could take this guy.
The day was gonna come.
And then,
It's fine.
oh my god, so hear me out. And then Bella is kind of like, Bella's obviously, you know, there, and she's like, we're looking at each other, and I'm
what's
like,
happening?
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And then and I start talking to her. I'm like, well, if this guy's about to kidnap us, and I'm saying it so just in case
He can hear
he's listening,
Yeah.
and he's ignoring us, like, then I know that he's listening.
Right.
So I say, well, he has a black belt in the car. So if he's trying to kidnap us, I will snap your fucking neck, sir. Like, I'm saying it.
Yeah.
And he's still not saying anything. And Bella's like, well, I'm a black belt too. And we're both like, we will fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Like, we're just talking shit at this point. And then we get to a stop, like a red light, and he's just sitting there. So I shake his shoulder.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, excuse me. Like, and I had.
Were you following your GPS?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
And he was going the same route. But still.
Okay.
I mean, you just never know.
Yeah.
Regardless, I like shook his shoulder. He turns around. He has the world's tiniest Bluetooth in his ears. Like, he has like the ones that are like.
I was gonna say too. I was like, maybe he had AirPods in. Like, maybe
they
he was
weren't.
listening
You
to
couldn't.
music.
You could not see it from the back. He had like those little flat ones in his ear. Like, I thought I checked the app to make sure that he wasn't hard of hearing.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
Shut up.
I was like, what if I'm yelling at this deaf man?
Yeah. So you tapped him, and was he like, oh hi?
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, what?" And I see him like tap it, like click something in his ear.
Oh my god.
I was the sigh of and I had
my
to.
God,
I really
yeah.
kept my composure because I didn't want to freak Bella out.
Yeah.
But like, I probably would have screamed.
Oh my god.
I probably would have screamed. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, had he not like said anything to me,
Oh yeah.
I probably would have been like,
Lost your shit.
yeah, I probably would have been like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, that is so
I probably
funny.
would have tried to tuck and roll. I might not even have touched him.
Oh my god, that
I would have
is
just
so
opened the door,
hilarious.
tuck and rolled out, taking my
he's
chances.
like just minding his own
Yeah.
damn business, listening to his podcast.
Yeah,
He's
literally.
like, to his knowledge, he's like, "Hi, what's up?" Like the first time
Yeah.
he's even like acknowledging.
I was
you.
already thinking about the email that I was gonna write to Uber, like freaking the fuck out and being like,
That's funny.
"This man had me convinced that
Oh
my
my
little
God.
sister and I were getting kidnapped."
Keep that pepper spray on you, ladies.
Yeah, you're so. I really need to
Yeah.
stop tripping and order.
Or
some
like
of
a
that.
taser.
Or a taser. Yeah, I would
Or,
love that.
You know, motherfucker, keep that thing
Motherfucking
going.
So that was my scary situation.
But all good.
Yeah, ladies, keep that motherfucking thing on you. Make sure that you share your Uber trip with
Yeah, always.
anyone that will fucking.
I feel like Uber's gotten better at like the safety protocols. They,
Yeah.
you know, they are just more aware of situations.
yeah,
that
you just have to
happen
make sure that you're getting in the Uber. I think that's
that
where
you're supposed to be. Getting
Yeah.
in. Mm-hmm, yeah.
because I think that's where it kind of gets scary. It's like you accidentally get in the wrong car.
My mom was so funny. She's like, "What the fuck is in Birmingham, Alabama?" She's like, "Ask them to pick you up. Don't get in an Uber. It's Hickville. They're gonna see a little Asian girl." I'm like,
Oh
"You
my
are."
God.
Granted, like
It's Birmingham, Alabama.
My brain works the same exact way, so I can't even throw shade. Like, it's just worst case scenario, but it's just so funny because I get in the Uber and of course, like the whole time I have that in the back of my head,
and it's like
a
the most friendly
it's like
person.
a nice ass dude, and he's like, "Oh, how are you?" And I'm like, "Great." It's just funny.
Dude couldn't hurt a fly type shit.
Yeah, I know. And like in my head, I'm
It's like Southern hospitality, you
I'm
know?
gonna get abducted.
Oh my God.
Little Asian girl gets traded.
Oh my God.
Anyways, a few more things that I want to just
Yeah, sorry guys. Our
breeze
catch
over.
up is going to be a little bit longer
Yeah, a
than
little
normal
longer.
because we had our hiatus week.
because you know that's what we're here for. I uploaded a bunch of swimwear on my Poshmark. Ladies, if you're a size extra small or small, maybe medium. Some would do medium. Go check out my Poshmark. It's like in my link tree on my Instagram bio, so go check it out because I'm trying to get rid of all my swimsuits that are taking up space.
Love that for you.
Yeah, gotta plug that.
I need to do a closet refresh.
Yeah, I went over to my friend Sarah's and we just busted it out.
Yeah.
Did you see my pictures?
Yeah, I did. They look good.
Up against a wall,
Yeah.
you know. It's people want to see a bathing suit on a body, not just on the floor. So I was just let's just do it.
Yeah. When Bella came over, I gave her so much shit.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I was just like, take it.
Yeah. If I had a little sister, I'd be throwing them bathing suits.
I had to like part ways with a lot of stuff. I was like, okay, no, I haven't worn that in weeks.
Yeah.
I had to let it go. Yeah.
Weeks?
What do you mean? Like months?
Years. I mean, there's stuff that I'm she changes. Her closet is pretty like rotational.
Yeah.
Rotational.
As much as I like wish that I could have like, you know, the 5.
Yeah, I feel like she's always like another thing about it. Yeah, you're always like sporting new shit. I'm like wearing the same shit I've been wearing for like 3 years.
Which
shit.
Your shorts literally have holes in them.
Yeah, but they're great to twerk in, so I keep them around.
You have to. You gotta have those pieces.
You know.
No, it's so funny that you even said that though, because I thought about that because I got.
You really do be showing, even if it's just me and you, like you're showing up in a fresh new fit. I look that's cute. Always.
But it's funny though, because I was thinking about that today. I like put on this outfit, and I just got these pants from ASOS.
Love them.
And ASOS is great. Shout out to them. They send me a bunch of stuff.
Except they won't get back to me.
We're working on it. But I like felt bad because I was like, fuck. I'm like, I have so much shit. But then I wore this fit and I was like, fuck it. I feel so good in new clothes.
You're like, this is why I have so much shit.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I'm not like a fashionista or anything, but I really do enjoy putting together a fire ass fit. And it's just nice
feeling good about your day.
Yeah. And just feeling like I'm stunning on these hoes.
I think that's it. Anything else? Me and Tyler won like $500 at Hard Rock. That was fun. Anything else?
We got to talk about
what?
Joanne the scammer.
Oh my God. How could we almost forget?
Oh, I've been waiting.
Okay, this is epic.
So, guys, this is going to be a bit of a story, so I'm gonna need you to bear with me.
Buckle in. We're doing like, you know what? We're only 16 minutes and we're fine.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's the 16 minutes on top of whatever we recorded before. But you know what?
It is what it is.
Balls to the wall. Let's do it.
So I'm gonna try and make this as concise as possible.
Yes.
But it's hard because this is a fucking roller coaster.
There's levels
a lot
to
of moving
shit.
parts here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start from the top.
Okay.
I was approached.
Make it drop. Continue.
God. I was approached via Instagram DM by some kid who wanted to sell me an Instagram username. He told me that he owned the account at Jessica, which I was like, hell yeah. And I was like, how much do you want for it? And I'm gonna be just completely transparent. He told me $300, and I was like, okay. That's
price.
A steal.
Great price.
And I like asked him to prove that he owned the account. Everything checked out. He like sent me a website that was like, and then he also, when he had DM'd me from an account that said that was like a 1-word account. So I was like, okay, he does this. Mm-hmm. So I go through with it, and I'm like, okay, can I send you half before, half after? He's like, no, like I've gotten scammed so many times. I was like, okay, you know what?
Dick.
I was like, I get that.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, can you send it through? He said I can only do Cash App or what did he say? Cash App or
Zelle?
No, he said Apple Pay, and I was like, okay, that's really fucking. I literally said that's weird. He was like, why? And I was like, why wouldn't you use PayPal?
Or Venmo?
Because PayPal, you can get your fucking money back.
Yeah, right.
Which, you know, in hindsight, should have been a red flag. The price should have been a red flag. I was actually out and about all day while I was getting his messages, so it's like I wasn't
looking that deep into it.
No,
it ain't that deep, but it is.
And he was applying a lot of pressure. Like I was scammed.
He was like, it's gonna go fast. Like I mean,
I was bamboozled.
They know that's what they do.
He's a scam artist. Yeah. So regardless, you guys get it. I sent him the money. He blocked me immediately after. So I go to our Instagram messages almost like right after, because I had been texting him as well, and then I see that his account like is empty to me, you know, and I text him and I'm like, I know your Instagram, you didn't just block me on Instagram. I said, tell me I'm tripping. I was like, tell me I'm losing my shit. No response.
Oh my God.
I go full FBI. First thing I do is post on Instagram. I said, I tagged him. I have 2 of his accounts. like from that he had messaged me from. So I'm
and
tagging.
He's an idiot, and obviously an amateur scammer, which worked out in your benefit because he was doing this all from his real name.
His real name, his real phone number, and his real email. And not to mention, I had his Zelle because that's how I sent the money. So it's like, I knew that was his real name because you can't have a fake bank account with a fake name.
Right.
You just can't.
Yeah.
So I immediately start going FBI. I posted on Instagram, and then a bunch of girls start messaging me like the screenshots of his messages to them.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, well, now I'm really going to take this seriously because he's obviously
doing it to everyone.
Actively trying to fuck over other people.
Couldn't be me. Could not be me.
So I blew him up, and then he starts like responding. Oh, I said, because I had found his parents
on Facebook.
I found his parents on Facebook. I found his address. I knew where he went to high school.
This is so whiskey of her.
And so
meanwhile, I'm over here. I'm like not on social media this weekend when all this is going down, and I just like hear through the grapevine that like she's posting some shit on social media, and I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, nothing. And I'm like, be careful who you fuck with, because I just get scared.
She texts me and she goes, be careful who you fuck with. And I said, no, Jacob needs to be careful who he fucked with. I'm fucking and oh guys, I hope you guys saw these stories because
she with him.
I was losing my mind.
I never even saw that.
I literally was like, I set up my phone and I was like, Jacob, you don't know what's fucking coming for you, bitch. I said, I'm fucking crazy, Jacob. I posted this publicly. I was like, Jacob, oh yeah, I need to show you. I was like, Jacob, I'm fucking crazy. I am fucking crazy. I was just so heated that I did not give a fuck.
You didn't care. You blacked out.
Oh, I blacked out.
She blacked out.
And I left. I didn't even rewatch my story.
Oh.
I swear to God. I was like, I can't rewatch this because I'll take it down.
I'm dying.
But
this is so just on brand.
So on brand. So there's a couple more levels. So the second level.
So on brand for me to be off social media and be like, what are you doing? Continue.
And your friends are like, Jessica's losing her mind on social media.
Continue.
So one of my girlfriends from high school who lives in Hawaii now was like, oh, that guy has a Hawaiian area code. Let me text him because she has the same area code and pretend to be one of his friends.
They finesse some
We
shit.
finessed it. So she texts him and she's like, Jacob, dude, how are you? Like,
bro, what's going on, bro?
Yes, literally. And
how you been,
and
bro?
He's like, oh, I'm good, dude. Who's this? And we're discussing what name she's about to use. And she goes, okay, I'm going to use the name Koa because Koa is a very common name in Hawaii.
The thought gone into that.
Oh, insane. My friend is also FBI level.
Yeah.
She goes, oh, it's Koa. He's like, OMG, dude, Koa Arnold, ?
And she's like, yeah,
yes.
bro.
And
bro.
And she's like, so at this point, I was trying to confirm his address and that it was his real name because he had messaged me and he was like, LOL, you think I'd use my real name? And so obviously
you weren't sure, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I did think it was his real name, but I needed to reconfirm, and I wanted to confirm his current address because I had an address. So she's like, "Yeah, dude, where are you staying now? I just moved to the Big Island, because that's just how they
link
talk.
up,
yeah, type shit." And he's like, "Oh, dude, I'm in San Diego with my dad right now, blah blah blah." And I said, "Okay, perfect." my address is the San Diego address because I had two different ones and I had his San Diego address. So
wait, where did you? Is this just information online you can get with someone's name? How scary is that?
And with his name, phone number, and email.
And you just looked it up on a website,
type shit,
yellowpages.com type bullshit.
I mean, yeah, it took a little bit of digging, but yeah,
that's so scary.
Yeah, and I had to pay to unlock it. I did have to pay to unlock it.
How much did you pay?
Oh, it wasn't expensive. It was I think it was a $3, $4 fee.
Oh my God, that's nuts.
So confirmed his address. Found him
on. Hold on, I just want to preface this with the fact that she did all this because he was scamming other people, not just because of $300. I think if it was just you and $300, you wouldn't have gone to this extent. But the fact that he was actively trying to do this to way more people, you were like, fuck no, not on my watch.
And the fact that when I had posted those stories, I posted a selfie that said 2 likes and I'll drop his address. And he unblocked me to respond to it and he said, drop it. And I was like, okay, bet, you little fucking cunt.
Big bet.
I'll ruin your life right now.
Big bet.
So I found his parents. I found him on Facebook, messaged his parents, and said, hey, I'm not entirely sure if this is your son, but if this is his phone number, your son has scammed me out of this much money. I would really appreciate it if you were able to convince him to give it back to me. Otherwise, I will be taking legal action.
Okay, so you were respectful. It's not like you were threatening or calling him, like, you know.
No, yeah. I was just like, hey, come get your man.
Yeah, literally, come pick up your son from school.
Yeah,
like
before I ruin his life.
Pick up your child.
Hear me out. Not to mention, this motherfucker's Instagram bio says aspiring Navy SEAL.
Oh, wow.
I was like, baby.
Way to serve your company. Way to serve your country.
I said, baby.
1.
The Navy SEALs will never have you.
2. You don't know who you're fucking with because my daddy's the big guns.
Not to mention, when I posted it, everyone saw his profile, and this girl whose father was a Navy SEAL responded and was like, I just told my dad about this.
He'll never get in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like, you guys really just don't understand the lengths. Not to mention, you don't know who you're fucking with.
As a Navy SEAL, you have to get you get security clearance.
Yeah.
And someone who scammed money from other people will not get security clearance. That's just not a thing.
I just don't. It's beyond me. It's beyond me. In what lifetime that I would try to take someone's hard-earned money from them? It's absolutely beyond me.
So, whatever, she messages him, we confirm it's his address, I message his parents, I post about messaging his parents because I know he's watching all my stories,
right?
And then one of my followers reached out to me. She's like, hey, I'm a lawyer, let's scare him.
And she's like super cute.
She's super fucking cute.
She's adorable.
She was like, yeah, bitch, girl power, let's ride. She's like, pro bono. I was like, all right,
say less.
And so I give her all the information. She runs a background check. She's the one that found out like a bunch of information. She calls him and she's like, hi, I'm representing Jessica Martin.
Get out of town. I did not know that she called him.
You don't know a lot,
bitch.
I'm about to blow your fucking mind. She calls him. He I think he like is like, I don't know what you're talking about, and hangs up.
Right.
She said that she called him again, and she kept repeating her message. He unblocks my number, texts me, and says, if you're going to pretend to be an attorney, change your voice next time. I said, baby, that was not me. And I'm drafting up like legal texts with her and sending them and being like, this is Jessica Martin. Please only contact directly to my attorney. Otherwise, we will be filing like a restraining order. This is harassment. Like just saying making a bunch of claims.
Right.
And he was like, LOL, whatever. He goes, you think I'd use my real name? He goes, you think this is Jacob Black? Like he's pretending that the account was like a friend of his.
Oh.
That was like doing it.
Oh
and then he's pretending that number is not his real phone number because he texts me from another phone, right? And it's not iMessage. And I was like, oh no, I have your real number. Because if your real number would come from an iMessage, it wouldn't come from a green text. Mm-hmm. Like you're obviously now texting me
from like fucking burner phone.
Exactly. So she continues to, she leaves him a scary out. Like this is like a couple days. This is going over a couple days. She leaves him a really scary voicemail being like, this is an official cease and desist. You need to like stop and give Jessica Martin her money back. Otherwise, we will be taking this to court. I contacted Chase and I filed, because I mean, you guys are probably like, oh, did you try to get your money back otherwise? Yeah. I contacted Chase. Chase could not do anything, but they said contact Zelle. I contacted Zelle. They were very involved and they were like, I gave them the tea, like on everything. I said, this guy scammed me. This is how much it was for. Like, this is everything. Like, and they were like, okay, like, how did this happen? I said, he was trying to sell me an Instagram username. Mm-hmm. And they said, okay, well, we can't just like refund you your money. However, we can put in a request for a refund. And if he does not refund your money, we will be closing his account. And
wow.
Yeah. They were like, if he doesn't give you your money back, we're closing his account. Like, no cap. They were like,
that's awesome.
They were
Shout
like,
out Wells Fargo.
Zelle.
Oh, I thought Zelle was through other banks too.
Zelle is like its own thing.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought Zelle was Wells Fargo.
Zelle is like Cash App, like Venmo. It's just connected to
banks. But the banks work with them directly. Interesting.
To directly transfer money.
You learn something new every day.
You go shout out Wells Fargo.
Shout out Wells Fargo.
I'm like, what?
Okay, shout out Zelle though. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, I mean, so what happens then? So he
so much for a long story short, that's out the window.
Yeah, right.
But I haven't even heard this whole story, so I want the tea.
So he ends up texting me A couple days later, I think it was almost like it was like 6 days later. This is like 6 days, everything has happened. He said, honestly, I can pull it up. Let me just find it because I want to read it verbatim.
Yeah. Guys, this is so funny. Like, count on Jess to get in a situation like this.
Right? Like, this shit only happens to me.
We should have known, though, the $300 was sketchy. Because usually, if for those who don't know, like, handles like that, like a really valuable, like, any first name or, like, the sound of, like, a business, those handles are always going to be, like, thousands, if not more. Tens of thousands of dollars. So yeah, I mean, she ran it by me. She was like, hey, should I get Jessica for $300? I was like, yeah, it's a steal.
Yeah. Okay. So it was actually
because you just assume the best. You don't like,
yeah, I mean,
give people the benefit of the doubt.
Stupid me.
Yeah.
But basically, so okay, I remember what happened. He made an account called Jessica Check Your DM.
Oh yeah.
And
he made an Instagram account
called Jessica Check Your DM, and he commented on one of my pictures and was like, check your DM. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this about? I check my DM and he goes, I will he said, hey, if you stop contacting my parents, I'll give you your money back. He said, but if you keep contacting my parents, I'm going to pay to have your account banned. And then he goes, sorry for scamming you though.
Though
like THO. I was like, okay.
Meanwhile, this kid's like 19 too. He's young.
He's literally 19. So he texts me, he DMs me, and I was like, okay, run it, yeah, whatever. Like, you know, your parents already know. Like, yeah. I've done my fucking part.
Yeah, I'm not gonna harass them.
And he was like, okay, I'm gonna send it by tomorrow morning. And I'm sending this all to like the lawyer girl, and I'm like, hey, you know, we'll see if he sends it, whatever. Next morning, $300 from Mr. Jacob Black
back in my bank account, baby.
And I had assumed that I would never see that money again. You know, $300 fortunately isn't a lot in the grand scheme of things for me. And I, you know, even when I sent it, I was like, am I okay with losing this money? You know, like if it was more, I probably would have been a little bit more diligent about, you know, doing my due diligence. And,
well, you know what? Hey, lesson learned. And also, I'm sure you prevented a lot of other people getting scammed by him. I think it was a big, I can only imagine it was a big lesson learned for him. I hope he was embarrassed and ashamed by his family.
Not to mention, I messaged a lot of his friends. So I went to his profile, I went to his following list, I copied and pasted messages that said, hey, your friend Jacob scammed me out of $300. I don't know if you're close to him, but I just felt you should know.
Yeah, and if he would do it to strangers, I'm sure he would do it to friends and family.
And I sent it to like 30 people.
Don't fuck with us. Period.
I am fucking batshit crazy. Jacob, if you're listening to this, you fucked with the wrong.
You didn't know
bitch.
Who you were fucking with.
That's what I'm saying. You know, some people just really won't pop off like me, and I'm glad it was me. You're because right. if it was somebody else, they wouldn't have gotten their money back. And then so when I did,
well, if it was someone else, like I just keep thinking like how many people he would have gotten away with scamming.
Yeah,
you know?
And not to mention like when he sent me the money back, I was like, hey, saying thanks feels weird, but I just wanted to let you know that you're still young and you don't have to be going down this road. I said, you're still young. You can use this hustle and ambition and turn it into something positive. You don't need to be scamming people. I said, best of luck.
That's sweet of you.
And he was like, likewise. So I'm hoping that
I made peace with it.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I had some sort of impact on him.
That's really sweet of you. You had grace with him.
Yeah, because, you know, the kid is fucking young. He's 19 years old. Like, of course, he's a little bit of a scumbag right now, but obviously he's an aspiring Navy SEAL. Like, you know, like I don't know what he's going through to have him act like this, but I also
that's very admirable of you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I wouldn't have expected that from you, but that's nice.
Oh yeah, no.
To give him, you know, grace.
Yeah, because you know, at the end of the day, like
he's doing that for some reason.
I did this for not to get my money back, but for the principle of the matter, and this is the principle. You know, it's not fucking people over out of their money.
Yeah.
And if someone and after I posted the other day on my story, I was like, hey guys, this is an update. Got my money back. Blah blah blah. Someone responded and was like, yeah, but this shouldn't be about you getting your money back. This should be about him not scamming someone else.
And you're like, sweetie, that was the whole point. You missed it.
Well, not even that, but like, yo, I did my part. Like, I can't control whether or not he scammed someone. Like, what do you want me to do? Fucking bend him over my knee and fucking spank him? Spank him? Like, tell him he can't? No, bad. Like, what? Like,
yeah,
I'm not his fucking parent. I told his parents.
Yeah.
And
what more? Literally, you did the most. What more can you do?
Yeah, I was like,
goodbye.
People always find fucking something.
Yeah.
Just be happy I got my money back, motherfucker.
Right.
Well, so that was that's what we've gone through in the past hiatus
week.
It was a
long-winded 30-minute story, but yeah, we had to catch you guys up for an extra long catch-up.
I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Thoroughly
you guys always
enjoyed.
love it when I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah.
People still talk about the time that I DM'd that dude.
Yeah, the husband.
The husband,
Yeah.
when I DM'd his wife, the picture of him, or the screenshot of him saying that he bets my pussy tastes like a peach.
Yeah,
so.
only because he had in his bio that he was a man of God. So
yeah, man of God and like loving father and husband. I was like,
we had to do it to him.
Had to do it to him. No regrets.
All right, guys, that is the end of our intro. We are going. Not. Oh my God, it's literally not. This episode is never ending.
Banging her head against the microphone right now.
I would do it if it wouldn't be so loud. Okay, guys, hang in there, brothers.
Guys, what time is it?
It's late. We've been recording.
It's already 7.
We've been recording this episode for 5 hours because the camera keeps fucking dying.
Yeah.
We've like farted a bunch of times. We've ate like so many things. Like there's so much happening right now.
I ate a Quest bar and I think it's just running through me.
Yeah, just like that coffee. Okay.
We are introducing a very fun new little segment.
Just put the strap on.
What? 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 Are you okay?
Okay, continue.
What'd you just say? No, I will not let this go unaddressed.
I said strap in, and then it made me think of a strap on, so I said just put the strap on.
That could have gone unaddressed.
You asked for it. Next.
Okay, so guys, we have a really fun segment called Mystery Beef.
And we've like had that name in mind since season 1, and we've been dying to like use it for something. And you know what? Season 5, baby, busting it out.
This is it.
We're pulling out our big guns.
So the idea behind this segment.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just spell it out.
Yeah.
So mystery, because we're gonna keep this anonymous.
Yes.
And then beef, because this is people we have beef with.
No, we don't have beef with, like, in our heads we have beef
yeah,
with
exactly.
them,
It's like,
but, like, not in real life.
It's like mental beef, like
not in reality.
Like we know of these people and they do shit. They do like a certain thing that bothers the fuck out of us.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna talk about it, but we're gonna keep it anonymous because it's like things that like a very certain type of person does.
Yeah, and
I'm sure you guys can relate to it.
Yeah, and it's no hate, you know. We're
course
all
not.
good vibes. No, drama. No,
it's just funny.
No gossip. It's just funny, and it's like stuff that we say amongst each other that we're like, this is too good to not share with the brothers.
And it's like, I mean, I think it's like known stuff. Like this is something that I would like post about or tweet about.
Yeah,
be like, I hate this kind of person.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But we need to be inspired by like one person to categorize a group of people who are a certain way and do certain things.
Yes,
you guys will understand.
So we're gonna so you guys will get the gist of it. And if you guys have any recommendations of a type of person, let us the fuck know. We will roast their lives.
Side note: we gotta do a little like
mystery beef.
No, what? No.
Oh, never mind.
I was saying like a little pyramid scheme segment. Dedicated, because that's a certain type of person.
You are not
like,
wrong.
I feel bad. All love, like no judgment. You know,
it's
I don't want to like put anyone down. This is really for comedic like
relief,
entertainment. Because
don't take it personally.
Yeah,
if
don't
you're
take
one
it
of these
personally.
bitches.
Yeah, like all love.
Both of us could be categorized into something that someone else could roast.
Absolutely, we could roast ourselves all day. So like, don't take it personally. Do your hustle. You know,
do your thing.
Live your truth.
However,
we will talk shit about it in this mystery beef segment.
Ooh. So today, with all of that being said, we are going to talk about the type of bitch who does the baby talking. Just the TikToks, like the voiceovers, like the fucking super cringy, like the baby. Oh my god, guys!
I don't know if everyone can relate to this, but it's like if you're on TikTok, you've just seen it, and like I don't know. I think outside of TikTok too, it's kind of
because you know sometimes they like get circulated through Twitter or Instagram where people post them, but like it's a specific right. They zoom in on their face and they do a voiceover.
It's the face zoom for me.
It's the face zoom for me. They zoom in on their faces and they
like
pretend to be a fucking baby.
And the voiceover is of a baby.
It's of a baby.
Of a child.
Or like, yeah, a child. And she's like, I want to take a nap. And then like someone's saying something and then they're responding and they're being like, I want to take a nap now. Like, I will fucking falcon punch you.
You know what? I feel like you won. Maybe I'll let someone slide with. But it's like, it's those girls who like do these like
only do that.
They like love to do like
pretend to be like they love to pretend to be like babies.
They're like, I'm a baby. I'm
baby.
I'm a fetus.
I'm baby. It's also okay, so not to mention, it's not just like people who do this. It's like she said, it's people who like almost like always do this. And there's actually this girl who's catching heat for it right now on Instagram because she only does them. And she's getting called out because she's catering to pedophiles. Yeah.
Okay,
no,
that's a whole larger fucking issue.
No, but that's why it's gross.
That's the whole cow.
That's that ain't just a limb. That's the cow.
That ain't some mystery beef. That ain't no kosher. That ain't no kosher dog. That's a whole damn cow.
Oh my god! Did you say it's the whole cow? That is so good. No, but really it is. And
that's an issue.
So yeah, this girl on TikTok, she's because she knows she's building a fan base of men.
Oh, I'll throw up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's why I think it's gross. Like, you're not a fucking baby.
I thought it was gross
already
before that.
But like, you have to keep in mind, like, who's liking these videos of girls, like grown ass women pretending to be little girls? Like, grow the fuck up. You're gross.
You're gross.
Stop doing it.
Thank you. Next.
If you guys do it,
Don't do it. It's just not a good look. In our humble opinions
that matter so much.
Couldn't be me. Will never be me.
You know, I say that. And then, catch me fucking one day doing some stupid shit.
No, that's the thing.
I wouldn't.
I can't.
But you know what I mean?
But like, yeah, I mean, girls who have good sense will do it like here and there, and I'm just like, not my vibe, just not my jam,
And like,
Live
I think that there's a fine line. I think that there's some stuff that's like you could probably pass doing, but like, yeah, I think we're kind of specifically talking about the people who kind of like exclusively do that
consistent basis. I also think that it might be innocent, but they just think it's cute. And let me just fill you guys in.
Acting like a baby is not cute. It's not cute.
Okay.
Like, do it like with your boyfriend, Like,
not even.
I baby talk, well, okay. Not like baby talk, but I use like cute names and shit.
Yeah, of course.
But I don't like, the baby, give me dinner.
Yeah,
like, no, absolutely. I just vomited in my mouth.
It does make me want to vomit.
Yeah, I just vomited.
Okay.
I just puked up the coffee and Quest bar that I just ate.
And Chick-fil-A.
We're having a thriving diet day.
Okay, guys. I think that's it.
I think that about wraps her up. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this mystery beef.
Honestly, this was a whole episode by itself.
By what?
I'm losing it. It's time to go. Enjoy this episode with this interview with Star. We love you guys. If we've made you laugh so far, post it on your story, tag us, leave us a review. Please, please, please. Love to see it. It makes our day. You guys really don't understand. It really makes our day.
Agreed. And yeah, enjoy it, guys. We love you, brothers, and we'll catch you next week.
See you on the other side.
Guys, we are on with Star. How are you today?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? We are finally having you on. We've literally been talking about this like since pre-COVID, having you as a guest. So I'm so happy. Even though you're all the way in London, we are making it happen.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. I remember when you guys were talking about launching it. When was that? When did you launch the podcast?
A year ago.
Yeah, almost like exactly a year ago.
It's been a year.
Yeah.
Well, we've pretty much been in COVID for almost a year now.
Yeah,
so that makes
literally.
sense.
Exactly.
It's crazy. I was actually just driving, and my birthday is in 2 weeks, and I came to the realization, like, I was thinking about my birthday last year, and I was like, holy shit, it's been a year since that. Like, it feels like
an eternity.
No, it feels like it was like
it
was yesterday. Yeah.
And you're quarantining in frickin' London, so I can only imagine like that must be crazy right now for you to not be home during this time.
Yeah, it was pretty lit, and it was cool to like be somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like they opened up pubs here before they opened gyms. That just tells you the culture here.
Hey,
it's like,
wow,
turn up.
You know? So it's been pretty lit. Like I went out, I had a girls' night the other night, and it was like we all had to be in cubicles of 6, so you couldn't like leave your cubicle.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I'm like, that could be the future, y'all. We could be in cubicles.
Yeah, but for who knows how long.
Yeah, the gyms have been open. It's been pretty lit. It's been cool, but definitely miss Miami. It's starting to get cold, so I'm ready to get the F up out of here.
For sure. Well, like during quarantine, you were like, you out of like everyone were thriving. I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like from my perspective, like your business just went booming during quarantine because everyone. Okay, before we get all into it, if you want to introduce yourself to, we're getting ahead of ourselves. If you want, you can introduce yourself to our audience, let them know who you are and what you do. That'd be great.
I'm baby Momma Fit, and I'm a trainer, Miami trainer, single mom. I train the moms, I train the hot moms, the young moms, the whatever mom.
The no moms.
Yeah, the non-moms, the Instagram influencers, the models. I teach Pilates, and I specialize in like booty building, I guess. I would say that.
Hell yeah, brother.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just
so
all
cool.
around fitness. I try to do the fitness thing.
Yeah, and you're always like at all the things, all the social things, you know, showing up, showing face, always, you know, getting people right and tight with your booty workouts. That's like what you're known for in Miami. So you just built such an awesome brand, and like we definitely want to talk about that because I think it's a really unique brand and very like on brand with Miami too.
It is. And what's so funny is that I was talking to my cousin Ashley yesterday, and she's like a little fitness guru herself, and she's all into it. And I was talking to Olivia, I was like, and I was explaining to her, I was like, oh yeah, like our guest is in London, blah blah, and she goes, oh yeah, Star. I was like, what? I was like, I hadn't even told her that we were having you on. She was just like, yeah, baby Momma Fit, right?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, how? And she was like, oh, like I remember you sent me one of her posts one time, blah blah, and I've just been following her ever since. I love her. So funny.
You gotta send me Instagram so I can make sure I'm following her back.
Yeah, I will. But
I guess I would love to start this conversation. I'd love to know how you got into fitness, how it attracted you, like what really started your passion for fitness.
I guess it started like, I want to say about 5 years ago. I was in Miami. I was kind of in like a toxic relationship with a dude, and I was like having issues with like going out and partying too much, and you know, drinking, and you know, then I'd start doing drugs and then drinking. It was just like a bad cycle. And you know, sometimes like I could go out and be cool, and then sometimes I would go out and just be missing. And I think it's like when you have a kid and stuff, you kind of like, it's not cute anymore. Once you hit like after like 21, you kind of like have to stop that.
Right.
Especially if you have a kid, then you really have to stop. So I was dating this guy, and he's like, yo, like, I think you have a problem. Like, you need some help. And I'm like, whatever. And then something else happened, and he was going to break up with me. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get some help. Like, I'll go to AA. So he would stay with me. So I went to AA, and I got sober, and or I started going to meetings and stuff, but I still felt like very anxious, I guess is the word.
Okay.
And I still like struggle with anxiety and stuff, but I started going
and sorry, not to cut you off, but was like, did you find that like alcohol and drugs were like why you like, was that like placating your anxiety?
I definitely think it makes it worse. Because you're like numbing, right? And then you like,
right, maybe not in the moment, but in hindsight, or like the next morning, it makes it worse.
You do dumb shit. You text people. You lose your phone, and you got more bills, and then you know, like you do. It's just like stuff that wouldn't normally happen if you were sober. You know,
that's not truly you.
Wake up, right? And then you wake up and you have to deal with your, you know, the stuff that you were trying to forget. So, it definitely made it worse. But I still felt like I had like some type of like I don't know, anxiety, maybe even like a little aggression. I don't know. But I started going to spin classes and I was like really into it. And then I started working at Barry's and I was doing like the front desk and I was doing all the classes for free. And I was like, yo, and I was hitting my spin classes. Um, and then somebody was like, yo, you should be a trainer. Cause my personality's always been super bubbly. I was in retail most of the time. And I always like enjoyed selling stuff to people because I liked more of the connection. Like I was never good at commission jobs, like where you had to sell, but like I could work at boutiques because I could build a relationship with you and you would come back to me and like perfect stuff. So I started doing front desk at Barry's and I had good customer service. Everybody's like, you should be a trainer. You should be a trainer. Long story short, I started really getting into fitness. I was working out all the time. I had tried out to be a trainer at Barry's a couple times. I had even tried to do a bar class at Flywheel. I sucked. I fucking sucked.
Bar is not for everyone.
Bar is fucking hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. But I just sucked too. Like I didn't understand it. Like, you know, when you're working out and you're just working out to have fun, you don't really think about like what muscles you're working or like how stuff connects. Like it did not make sense to me. It was still like another language for me. So fast forward, I got approached by the people at Jet Set Pilates and they were like, yo, we really need trainers. Shauna was the one who reached out to me. And I was at the point where I was like, you know what, I'm not doing this fitness stuff. I'm not trying out anymore unless they reach out to me. And she had reached out. I had like this ego, whatever.
Yeah.
So I've tried out like 3 times. F y'all.
Yeah. As we do, yeah. You know.
Yeah. So she reached out to me and then I started working at Jet Set and it sucked too. I thought I sucked. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would go in the bathroom and I would do push-ups and like say a prayer and I'd like fucking hit it. And then the music, and at the time one of the owners, because there was a couple owners, I remember she said something to me like, yo, this isn't Barry's boot camp. And like, you know, I would hear stuff about my body type and like my tattoos, people just assume things. And it was like, I don't know, but I just kept going. I kept trying, kept going. And I got the right clients. I started training Isabella Grutman. That kind of put me on.
Nice.
Because Rachel Russell really put me on with her. And once you get like the right clients, I just kept learning, kept getting better. And then it just became like, it all connected.
Yeah.
Like once I knew what I was doing, it connected with like the customer service and the vibe.
Right. Became second nature.
Right. And I mean, so that's how it's been. I think that's like why my style might be a little bit different. Cause I mean, I say this a lot and I need to stop saying it because I'm probably cutting myself like short or like not really giving myself the full credit. Like I know there's people that know way more than me about training. I know there's better trainers. There's trainers that train for 10, 20 years, whatever. But, you know, it's about the connection and like the connection you have with people, how you make people feel.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I think that's why, you know, I try to create like a vibe.
No, and I think that, you know, just coming from like a standpoint of someone who, you know, does train with people, and I do go to like all these different gyms and I'm always doing different things. Like I go back to not who I feel knows the most about muscles and shit. Right. I go back to whoever makes me fucking laugh during my workout, whoever makes me feel good. You know what I mean? Like honestly, if I need to sacrifice a little bit of muscle growth to like enjoy my time, like I'm going to do that.
Exactly. Or that pushes you or knows your name and like makes you feel comfortable, you know? So I really just try to, you know, embody that while also getting the job done. And through the experience now, I'm starting, you know, it makes sense. It's like, I know the formula. I at least know the formula for ass. I got you on ass.
Yes.
That she does.
And honestly,
and she's packing herself.
And honestly, what's more important nowadays than a nice booty? Like, I mean, that's where that's the bread and butter of fitness right now is growing that booty.
Yeah.
I will honestly say this though. I don't think nobody got it like Miami got it. We got it.
Not by a long shot. Like LA, I'll give it to them. They have like, you know, really good yoga studios, really good bar studios, really good, you know, hot yoga. Yeah. But Miami, we got the ass.
You're gonna build a booty here,
and all the girls got the ass. It ain't gotta be real. It got to be fake. We got it all.
We're working on ours too. You know, we be in the gym working on our fitness.
Yeah, I see you guys are great.
I love your story and kind of how, you were in sales and that you enjoyed the boutique aspect of it and building that relationship, and everything kind of played out. And even, your rejection from Barry's, like, that happened for a reason, and that led you to Jet Set, which led you to your first big client, which, for those of you who don't know, it's Isabella.
I think it's
Isabella.
Yeah, she is the wife of David Grootman, who is a huge Grootman.
She doesn't know how to pronounce anything.
It's fine. Our listeners are used to it by now. But he owns like the major clubs down in Miami. So that's a huge.
He owns like 50% of just anything popping in Miami.
But that's a huge client to get, and I'm sure you just built off of that. But I just love your story and how it all came to be, and it just seems like the stars really aligned.
But I love also how you mentioned that, like, when you started working at Jet Set, there was some people talking shit, just like there are in any other industry. People were talking about your body type, people were talking about your tattoos, and even just that I would like to kind of expand on, because off the bat, off rip, you obviously you stand out and you look dope as fuck. And so I'm kind of curious about, like, what led you to getting super tatted up, and kind of what that experience has been like as a woman in fitness who's tatted the fuck up.
Honestly, I can't even tell you why I got so tattooed. A young age. I think I just always liked them. I don't know. My mom has them.
Okay.
But my grandmother, who I'm actually more close to, she hated them.
Really?
So I don't know if it was a rebellion thing or
okay.
I got her face tattooed on me, so now I think she's okay with it, and she follows me on Instagram. So I think she's not gonna cut me out of like whatever will I get or anything anymore.
Oh my god! You're like, I'm getting your face tattooed on me. You better be okay with it. I'm gonna make you okay with it.
I always liked them. I don't know. Some people are like really like planning tattoo people, and they go and they plan it out. And I've just always kind of been like, however I'm feeling. Like I have an angry Kanye tattoo, which I kind of actually wish I never got that one.
You have a what tattoo? I didn't hear it. Sorry.
An angry Kanye.
Oh my god,
that is so funny.
I love it.
I liked them pre-election and the hats and
right. I miss the old Kanye.
Just put that under it.
Literally.
That's a good idea, actually. That's cute. I'm probably gonna do that.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm sorry.
I said hell yeah, brother. Just give Whiskey and Water the shout out.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so I always just really liked them. I always got them. I never really thought about it, and it comes a part of, I guess, your identity after a while, and then you like want to do the next thing and the next thing, and then you're like, okay, should I do my throat, and then knuckles and
full send.
It used to be people would get sleeves, and then they would do their bodies, and then they would do like maybe their knuckles and maybe their neck. It was like a maybes. Now, right out the bat, they do their neck, their knuckles, their face. It's like, yo, you didn't put any effort or time in, but that's like, I guess, older tattoo people to say. I'm old.
Right.
I'm now.
No, absolutely not. And do you feel like you've been in situations where you've been discriminated against because of your tattoos?
100%. I got stopped this morning on a scooter by the police here.
What?
Yeah, they stopped me on a scooter. They were like, yeah, the police here are wild, by the way. They're just wild.
More wild than in America?
Well, I tell them, I said, like, you're like, my voice. I say, I'm from America, so I don't even feel comfortable talking to you.
Oh
like,
my God.
I try to put American police,
Right.
Literally, I get profiled all the time. I had to take the braids out. I had braids for a little bit.
Yeah.
I was getting too much negative with the tattoos, the braids, and the butt. It's too much.
Too powerful.
Yeah, honestly. Why is that so intimidating for people? Like, to see a powerful woman walking down the street, like,
who's confident in her own body, and
boggles my mind.
I hate to say it, but there's a double standard, and with like, even like, I don't want to like attack the models because y'all are models, but like, you guys can post a pic.
Oh, 100%.
Ass out, and it's like almost tasteful.
100%.
But if I post it, it's automatically porn. And I don't know if it's not even my fat ass. It could just be the tattoos. It's like something with the tattoos and the fat ass. But I will say, I will say, I used to let it get to me. I used to let it bother me. I had so many people tell me like, don't twerk. You need to like pretty much like dampen, like, what is it? Dampen or like dim down who I
Yeah,
am.
right, right,
Mhm.
right.
Water
I
yourself down.
they yeah, water myself down. Like some guy I remember a long time ago, and I used to take what he said very seriously because he was good in like his industry, you know.
Mhm.
And
Right.
he
You looked up to him.
right, and he would call me. He said, you know, like a Ferrari, right? Ferraris are loud and they're beautiful cars. He's like, you're like a Ferrari because I'm like loud and tattooed and all this stuff. He's like, but you don't need to rev your engine. Like you're out here twerking and being so da 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 da. Like basically saying like I'm too much. So, and then I was single for like 3 years, so I'm like, maybe I am too much. Maybe I need to stop being a Ferrari. Like I need to
Right.
like a little Honda Civic and just like live my life.
Absolutely not.
No, but that's like what makes you you. That's what makes Star. Like not to like, gas you up or anything, but that's something that like I've always admired about you is that you're just unapologetically yourself and you walk in a room and you kind of demand the room and like that's
power.
That's power, and I admire it because I wish I had more of that inside of me, to just be unapologetically myself. And it's hard as models because we do kind of like get stuck into this certain, as we all do, we get stuck into these certain categories and we feel like we have to live by them. But I think like a common theme in our podcast and just something we always try to remind ourselves and our listeners is that like you write your own book, you're driving your own car, like you make your own rules. You don't have to fit into any sort of set guidelines that society sets for you.
And you never have to dim yourself down and you never have to be less of who you are.
Especially as women. I think that's so important right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think starting that OnlyFans class and like really seeing how it was just women, like on the actual Zooms, we have sometimes 30 to 50 girls, like a couple dudes, but my OnlyFans is nothing but women. And then like they pretty much want to have twerk breaks. Like I'll put the camera on them and they'll twerk. Or I go on their Instagram and they tagged me in like glute check posts, like and it's like ass shots. And tasteful, not tasteful, whatever. I don't really care because you know what? It's cool like to see women that like just don't give a F, and like
and they're feeling empowered.
They're feeling themselves.
And they want it. And they're like, and I'm like cheering them on. I'm like, yo, can we stop twerking today? Can we do some burpees? Like I'm over it. I'm like, nah, no more twerking, y'all. Let's get it done, but
we got a job to do.
Right. But it's cool. It's cool because I feel like even like 2 or 3, 4 years ago, like I couldn't do that. I could do it, but I always got shit for it. Like I was like a bad mom, or it was like it wasn't tasteful,
And now you've built your entire like livelihood and platform around it,
which is cool. And I mean, look at like Nasty Nas and like all these girls that are actually fucking killing it,
right? From twerking videos.
I love her.
It literally defies gravity.
Obsessed with her. I can't stop watching her.
Oh my god, it is mesmerizing.
You can't take your eyes off.
It can't. That's talent to me.
But, unreal.
Yeah, but you've built like something that's so great about your fitness and your work is you've built such a community. And I think like going back to what Jess said about the fitness classes and like you're gonna go back to someone who you leave feeling energized and inspired and happy. It's like I see our friends who take your class and they are just living their best lives. Like our friend Amanda Carolla, shout out her. But like I really feel like your class got her through quarantine. Like that was the one thing she looked forward to every day. She's like always has the best energy after class.
She just messaged me.
No way.
Yeah, literally.
She's gonna live long because we're talking about her.
She literally just DM'd Jess. That is so
funny. She's awesome though.
She's so great.
I think and she's putting her friends on and just I see like the fucking glute check videos and it's so cute and it's so empowering and I think it's so important to be able to instill that in other people. Like that's so special.
Well, those girls literally like they tell me that I've gotten them through quarantine, but they got me through quarantine. Like I don't even think they realize like people realize how much like the classes actually helped me too, like every day. I think this whole situation has been shit for everybody,
Right.
Like whether you're losing money or you don't get to see your friends as much or like, I'm super social. I know you guys are social people. So it's like, if you're social to be like antisocial.
Yeah,
It's
for sure.
for sure.
Hard.
It is hard. That should be hard.
Especially because you got stuck in London. Like,
Yeah.
you were even more estranged from, the rest of your community here, and you still had to make that work.
I feel like I'm still connected though. Like, that's
you made it work.
That's the power of technology. And as much as, as much downsides there are, there's the beauty, and there's so many beneficial things that come out of technology. And like, literally, how would anyone have gotten through quarantine without it? But yeah, just like, I love that you have such a strong community, and you're empowering these women to embrace their sexuality and fucking twerk when they want to twerk, and not feel like, slut shamed for it, or like they're hoes for it. Like, Amanda gets on her stories and she's shaking her ass and like, fuck yes, bitch. Like, I think we just all need to be a little more, I don't know, I struggle with this myself, with trying to be so politically correct and like, picture perfect lifestyle, innocent. Right. And I'm like, I'm a fucking woman, and I'm sexy,
and we shake our fucking asses.
Yeah, and I can twerk. You might not see it on my Instagram, but I can do it, So I just think it's really cool that you're...
I'm going to challenge you to tag me in a picture or a video.
I got you. She knows.
Oh, yeah.
She's seen it.
The promo for this podcast.
Yeah.
I need a twerk video.
Listen, whenever you get back to Miami, Whiskey and Water and Baby Momma Fit.
It's going down.
Twerking class.
It's going down.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yes. Wait, that's such...
a fitness class. No, yeah, I'm dead ass serious.
Oh my God, that's actually a great idea to throw as like an event.
Look, we got people waiting.
Let's go.
Let's do it. That'd be so fun.
Okay, so yeah, we'll connect on that later. But yeah, so just to round up that conversation.
Have our people call your people.
Exactly. We are our people.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got to call me. Yeah. I got no people right now.
Right. You're just inspiring so many women to just embrace themselves, and I absolutely love it, and live their best life and be in their best physical shape, which is really important. I'm definitely learning how important it is to stay in shape, and it's not only is it great for your physical health, but for your mental health.
So good for your mental health.
Wow, I really didn't realize how important it is for your mental health to stay physically active and just in shape.
Definitely. That's how I think I deal with all my anxiety is through like any type of anxiety and depression. I just deal with it through the fitness stuff. It's like helping other people helps me, and then feeling good. It's like, it's all medicine. I don't know. For me, at least it is. And
no, 100%. And anytime that I am feeling kind of like shitty or down, and even though I don't like want to make it to the gym, like I know that that's the first step in like feeling better. Like that's like number one, and not to mention like it's just scientifically proven, like you're releasing endorphins, you know what I mean? Like it's so important to take care of the physical so that you can take care of the mental as well.
Yeah, absolutely. What would you say to someone who maybe is struggling to be their authentic, unapologetic self? Because I feel like you just like are
embody that.
Yeah, you really do embody that, inspire others to do that. So if someone's struggling with that, what would be your best advice?
You got to be true to yourself, right? Like, if you can't be true to yourself, how are you going to be like true to anyone else? You just got to be happy, so just do what makes you happy. And if that's who you are, I'm guarantee like we're all unique, right? But we're not that unique. There's definitely someone who feels the exact same way as you out there.
Right.
You're not the only one, and you can't ever think that you are. So like, you just got to be yourself, and you'll get people who understand you. You get people who don't understand you. I think that's the hardest part, because I can be myself. I can put my stuff out there. I cannot give a fuck. But when somebody doesn't understand me, or if I get negative feedback, that I think I take more personally. So I think like just not caring, like you said, like, because I'll put it out there, but then I still sometimes get butthurt. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Of course. Because how could you not?
Right. But you got to just own it, own what you're doing, and just be yourself and not care. I think that's the secret, is to not care. I think once you reach that point where, the negativity and like the stuff that people actually say doesn't bother you, I think that's evolved. I'm trying to get there. Like, I'm trying to get to that point.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. And I think that a key to that is just, and we say this all the time, it's just not taking it personally. Like, you can, say I don't care about your opinion because you don't care about that person. But at the same time, you also have to understand that whatever that person is saying that's negative about you is just a projection and a reflection about how they feel about themselves. And, if someone's spewing hate at you, it's because they hate themselves. You know what I mean? And I've even been like, recognizing that in my own behaviors. Like, I spent like a couple of days with my dad the other day, and me and my fucking dad butt heads like no other. And then I was just like reflecting on it in the car, and I was like, it's because we're the same person. Yeah. And I was like, I hate him so much because I hate these qualities in myself, you know, like the aggression.
That's what it is. 100%.
Yeah. So it's really just like not taking it personally, and really just looking within and saying, you know, what about this is triggering me, and why is it triggering me? And, you know, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, retweet. You mentioned something about just like dealing with negativity, and I can only imagine like we deal just for the most part deals with her fair share, but
of what?
When you of trolls, of hate comments, of just people online.
When you're popping, it's just the name of the game.
You know what? Haters make me famous.
If you're not being hated on, what are you really doing? You're not making noise. We got to make noise out here.
You got to make people mad.
Noise.
That's what I'm saying. And how, I guess my question is, how have you, I know you just said, you know, you try not to take things personally, but when you put yourself out there so much, I can only imagine the types of DMs you get, the types of entitled men who think they can tell you.
The entitled men.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, I was going to start a zine called A Dick a Day. Basically, I would just look full of dicks a day. But now I'm just sending them to my clients.
Oh my God.
Wait, that's kind of like that would be like a dope segment, like a dick a day, but like we just read out like a nasty message that someone sent us.
Honestly, that's a great idea.
Dick a day.
Because they really be out here just thinking that, you know, we are here to serve them.
Yeah. That I don't know how that's ever. I just want to know if it's ever worked. Like, have you sent it, and then the girl sees it and she's like, "Ooh, what's your address? I'm coming over right now." Like, has that ever worked? Because I see it and I immediately block, and then like want to erase it from my eyes.
I think that they're literally just like sick in the head.
I don't
think it's even like a sexual thing. I think it's like they want to ruin someone's day.
Yeah, maybe they want to gross us out. Like maybe the intention is to gross us out. Maybe that's what they get turned on by. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been lucky.
It's harassment.
I've been blessed. I have not received a dick pic, an unsolicited dick picture. Well, I mean, not solicited either, but I haven't.
She's like, the ones I ask for, I always get.
Always. No, I haven't gotten a dick pic in, you know, quite some years, so I'm thankful for that. But how do you deal with the hate comments and the trolls?
I mean, I think they all have like their go-to shit. So it's like, I wish, you know, they need to come up with some new material. I always get the bad mom one. I always get the
oh my God.
The tattoo one. I know. What is it? Like the big ass tattoos. Oh, I get tranny a lot. I get called a tranny a lot.
What?
I think because it's my muscles. I want to say it's my muscles.
They're scared of the muscles. That sounds like a them problem.
They're scared of a powerful woman.
Honestly.
So,
trans or not.
Some days I hear it and it means nothing.
Right.
And then it just depends on, you know, where you're at in the day. Like if you're having a shit day, it can mean something to me. And then, you know, you just got to remember who the fuck you are.
Right.
Like, Megan Thee Stallion, or, you know, go through the good DMs, because it's like it literally, the love overshines the hate always.
It really does.
One or two that can mess up your day, you know. But then you get like 50 good messages. It's the one message. It's like it doesn't make sense, but
yeah, I think what's important about that, and like a really good like kind of like mechanism for dealing with it, is literally blocking it immediately, like without even like really digesting it or like feeding energy into 100%. It, which I'm super guilty of this, because I can message someone back and be like, fuck you, you know what I mean, like because you almost like don't want them to get away with it. You want to be like, yo, I'm a person, you know what I mean, like you want to humanize,
you want to stand up for yourself,
up for yourself. But then again, I have to come to realize that the people that are sending you these messages are not to be rationalized with.
Yeah,
they're not sane.
They're not rational people.
They are sick in the head, like, because I would say that, you know, I'm pretty fucked up, like just in the general sense of the term, you know. I've had some lows, you know what I mean? But I have never in my life been like, yes, let me send a message telling someone to kill themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
no one in their right mind
does
says
that. You know what I mean? And so, like I said,
not even registering it, not even letting it sink in, just completely
block, delete, all of it.
It's true, because if you try to engage back, it's pointless. You can't. That's another thing is, we've got to stop trying to explain stuff to people who don't have the mental capacity to understand what we're even talking about.
That's why I stopped arguing with Trump supporters.
Fucking preach.
You're not going to get through.
Yeah.
You're not going to get through. So you got to just be like, cool. Cause they're not going to understand. And I've even messaged back some of these idiots that talk shit online.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, I didn't think you would respond back.
Yes.
Right. Exactly.
I'm like, okay, so you want to be friends.
Right, yeah. In a sense, yes. Like that, and that's another thing. Like a lot of times people are just leaving comments or DMing you because they want that response.
They want attention.
They don't care if it's good or bad. They want a response from you. They want your attention. They want to feel seen or recognized.
They want to engage with you.
So they'll say whatever they can. Probably, a lot of them probably just try to think of the most ridiculous thing they could possibly say and send it, without thinking about how it's...
It just sucks, I think, because we're all going through stuff. At the end of the day, you got to remember, like, everybody's got their own stuff.
Absolutely.
And it's like, you never know. You could hit somebody on the wrong day and just like...
And I think that's a good lesson. It could be trolls sending you these messages. It could be an asshole in traffic. It could be someone who's spewing fucking racism and hate on Facebook. Like, you really do have to protect your energy and not engage with these people and understand when it's like a lost cause, because it's like you just can't engage because you're putting energy into, this cycle and giving these people what they want, essentially.
And the energy, it's doing a disservice to yourself because the energy would be so much more well spent elsewhere. Like, into your community, into your social media, into your business, like
someone who's open to having actual discourse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just redirect that energy into something that is gonna benefit you, not just drain you.
Yeah. Well, through Corona, like when it first started, I was probably like I felt like I was the only one, at least out of my friends, that was working. Like a lot of people stopped working. They had us so afraid in the beginning. So I know like everybody was in the house. Not working. If they were working, we weren't saying we were working.
Right, exactly.
So I was like, I almost felt bad. So I was like, trying to deliver food to people. We were getting local businesses to like donate food. I was posting the food so that like promo for free food, and we were delivering all these like people who weren't working. That was cool because I was working with Rachel from Style Saves.
Oh, nice.
Delivering tons of food to people, just like giving back. I'm like, and it's almost, I do it almost selfishly. I give back and I put out good energy because I want it to come back.
Right. I mean, that is how karma works.
So I might be selfish. I don't know.
We all are.
Like, I'm like, yo, if I got money coming in and I'm working and my shit's booming, I want it to stay like this.
Right.
And I give back and give the love and give the good energy and like.
I mean, I think that deep down we do a lot of things almost selfishly. Like, you give money to the homeless guy on the side of the road because
it'll make you feel good.
You would feel like shit if you didn't. And, the same goes for like, any little like deeds that
and I think that's okay. That's a win-win.
Yeah, I know, absolutely. But I mean, all I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying is that that's okay too, like, but like, I think it comes out of a place of like, almost like not wanting to feel guilty for not doing it. Right. But at the end of the day, it is a win-win,
Yeah, and the fact that you were like putting good energy out there and knowing that it's going to come back around, it always does, and that's just how life works and energy works. We see it in our lives every day. Like, and when you trust that too, so many things in your life align when you just trust that like you're on the right path and you're being a good person and you are treating others how you would like to be treated. You trust that you're going to be treated that way as well and that you're going to be taken care of. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. If our audience wants to know more about you or follow you or do your amazing, incredible Zoom classes, where can they find more of you or sign up for your class or this and that?
You can just find me on Instagram, Baby Momma Fit. And through there in my bio, there's the link to my OnlyFans. I post the Zoom code on the OnlyFans. Then I record the Zoom after, post it on the OnlyFans. So if you miss the class, you can watch it.
Ooh, nice.
So it's like, it works for everybody. If you want to try it, you can just shoot me a DM. I'll definitely send you the code because, you know, if it's free, it's for me. And I love free stuff. So I'll give you a free try. It's October. I'm doing a challenge, Shocktober. We got cash prizes, year of art, given the outfit. Yeah, it's the biggest transformation. And I mean, you can see the transformations from like Amanda's body to being like flaca to like flaca fit to like, we've got all shapes, all sizes, all ages. And yeah, anybody can win. It's anybody's game, you know, so.
All good, all good vibes. We gotta jump in there for one of those at some point.
Come through.
Yeah, we will. All right, cool.
And then they can follow you at Baby Momma Fit as well on Instagram.
BabyMommafit. It's like a peach butt. You can't miss it. If you type in baby, it's a butt with a peach.
You can't miss it. Thank you so much for joining us. We really love this conversation. We hope you guys felt inspired by this. If you're listening, please take a screenshot, post it on your story, tag us, tag Star, let us know you're listening. And I think that wraps us up.
That wraps it up.
All right, we'll see you next week, brothers.
All right, bye, girl.
Bye.